to piggyback off a couple of things. You said you're an advocate for yourself, and you are pretty much tenacious and will go after things. I have a lot of people like that reach out to us, and I'm pretty sure you have a lot of people that reach out to you. And I have people that email probably 2 or 3 times a day. That's
Mm.
not advocating. That's being, a nuisance.
Mhm.
How do you balance being an advocate for yourself, being tenacious, and doing it with the right amount of tact to still get what you want?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I rely heavily on my convictions, and my convictions become so strong that I don't rest. I can't rest until I answer them. So over the course of time, I've been able to be a really good judge of how to approach situations. And like you said, there's a line between, being tenacious and being an annoyance, right? So you have to kind of find that balance. You have to learn people, the style of communication that works best for you. But you also have to maintain, your convictions, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you want to see happen. And you got to put your head down and do the work, because there is really no other path to success that's sustainable outside of you just, throwing the stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks, failing, getting up again, trying, until you reach, that place that you desire to be.
That's important. One more thing. I try to be a little ignorant when I come into interviews because I really want to follow my own curiosity a little bit.
Yeah.
But I did read a little bit about you, and nothing came across saying Alpha Chapter Delta Sigma Theta.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm the same way with my organization. It's
Yeah.
not out front. It's almost if you know, you know.
Yep.
How has Delta helped you? And how do you balance that, putting it always front and center
Yeah.
and still being, about the Delta life?
Yeah. Great question. And this is actually a popular topic of conversation amongst like my line sisters and I and other, people that are Greek affiliated. Because there's a lot of different kind of Greeks, if you will. Some that always have to wear the badge of honor, some that lead with that in conversation, some that make sure that you can find it if you search about them so you know. Um, when I decided to become a member, I was actually initially not interested in joining any organizations. So for me, and I think that comes with, the rebellious kid that I was. Like, I'm me. I don't need to join anybody's organization for recognition. But, when I got on Howard's campus, every student led organization was run by a Delta. And it caught my attention. I'm like, wow, these girls are tight. So at that moment, I started to research the organization. And my mother was already a member. My mother pledged at Temple in the 70s. And she's also like me. She doesn't lead with that, right? Like, she's a Delta, if you know. So I started to look into that organization a little more, and I became very attracted to it, very attracted to it. And that's what encouraged me to pursue initiation. Um, but, as I grow professionally and as I network, I use it as a conversation piece if necessary, right? Because I believe that Delta women are easily identifiable. I think that our reputation precedes us. I think that, and sometimes we play games with each other, right? Like, yeah, I'm Greek. Can you guess what I am, kind of thing. Sometimes there's a stereotypical things. Oh, she's fair skinned or she looks a certain way, so you're associated with another organization. But I think when you know somebody and you see who they are and what they represent, particularly from my chapter, we're easily identified, and we're women first. Delta is just something listed on the resume that we love and we are strong representatives of, but don't necessarily need that badge of honor to influence opinions or perceptions of us, if you will.